Hi guys, sorry. I just wanted to give you some information about this specific sheet that I attached, just because I feel like the instructions can be a little bit confusing. So what I want you to do with this sheet, this is what it looks like. And again, you can just do this on a scratch sheet of paper and then just take a picture of your work and submit it to me, and I'll give you credit for it because I can't convert this. It's a PDF file. So basically what you're doing for this, remember we talked about balanced and unbalanced forces, so Newton's second law. Okay, so like for example, in number 1, it says that an object is at rest originally. Okay, so again, this is a Newton's first law. So we're kind of connecting Newton's first law and second law. So remember, Newton's first law says that an object is either going to stay moving or continue to move unless there's some kind of outside force that's acting on it. So in this sheet, you're trying to figure out if there's an outside force, how much of an outside force there is to figure out how the motion is going to change. So like in the first example, it says that the object is at rest. Okay, so the net for horizontal force, so that means we're looking at left to right. So we're looking on the x-axis. So you've got 10 going in one direction, 10 going in another direction. So 10 minus 10, if we're looking at this right here, is going to give us 0. So we have 0 net force going in the horizontal direction. And the vertical, so what does that tell us about the horizontal motion? Well, there's not going to be any motion because the object is already at rest. The forces are going to cancel each other out, so there's going to be no change in motion. Vertical is essentially the same thing. So we've got 10 going up, 10 going down. They would be balanced forces, which means that the object vertically is going to stay, it's going to be exactly how it was before. So it's going to stay at rest. If we look at, let's look down here at number, let's look at one that's already continuing to move. Okay, so let's look at number 5. This one is an object that's already moving at a constant speed to the right. So the net horizontal force, again, we're looking at 10 minus 10, that's 0. So those would be balanced. It's still going to continue to move at a constant speed because there's no force that's going to change its motion. If we look at 10 up, 10 down, again, that's going to cancel each other out. That means that there's no net force. So the object is going to continue to move at its constant speed. So that's what that tells you about that object's motion. Okay, so basically you're just calculating the net force and then determining how that object's motion is going to change as a result of that. Okay, so I just wanted to give you kind of an example and explain this worksheet. So just take a picture of your work and then upload that and I'll give you credit for it. Thanks.